You, Shauna Fisher, can you just raise your hand that you could hear me? Great. Okay, good. So everybody online right now, excellent. Hannah, all of you online, this is not always how it's going to go. You will see all of us in this room. We're having a few technical hiccups today, as we do often in the first class, but it doesn't matter. We're all connected, at least via audio right now. So let's just try something for a second, okay? Hannah, could you unmute your microphone and say hello to everybody sitting here? Just speak for 10 seconds and go ahead. We'll see if we can hear you. Hannah? Let's see. It may be that we're not. Oh, your mic is not working? Okay. Edward Lamb, could you unmute your microphone and just say hello, just so we know we can have a conversation with those humans out there and all of these little circles, these icons.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Okay.
Hello?
Okay, there it is coming there. So we can hear you on the laptop, but not yet over here. We'll get that all connected. We've got a kind of semi liftoff here, okay? A semi liftoff, but it's okay. Everybody can hear me right now that's online. You can see me. So I'm going to say the first thing about leadership that's really important. And then I'm going to continue talking to you about this whole course. You are witnessing me right now do something that is essential for a leader today. You're witnessing me do it right in front of you live. And I've been doing it for the last 1 minute or so. I'm just curious. Does anybody have a sense of what I mean? You're watching me do something right now. Back up. Yes. Yes, I'm communicating. Absolutely. But I'm communicating in an environment right now where things are not working out technically so well. I'm teaching off my toes. I didn't put a PowerPoint up here. I'm not giving you a prepackaged class from a PowerPoint that was prepared 5 years ago. I'm not telling you something from a textbook, and I'm not doing it formally in the old way. I'm teaching you from my head right now while things are going wrong. What does that mean for a leader? It means in the world today, wherever you go, your lives are embedded with technology in everything that you do. I'm not going to tell you to shut your phones off or close your laptops. But watch what's going to happen this semester. You're going to start to understand that in order for you to really learn, you have to concentrate on what a person is saying. Tech goes wrong all the time. If I wanted to right now, I could stop the class and go, not until the tech is all working will we begin the class. Am I doing that? No. If your car isn't working, or the bus doesn't come on time, or your phone is not plugged in, or it's not recharged, or you didn't get something on Instagram today, or you didn't get the email you wanted, does everything stop for you? Well, it doesn't for me. And for a good leader, a leader is able to manage all sorts of technical difficulties that are coming at him all over, or her. It doesn't matter. What matters is the people. Does this make sense? Yeah, is this you sure? Okay. So go ahead. Open your phones now, if you want, your laptop and all of that. And gradually, if you want, disappear online. And watch what will happen to you. You will not be. You'll just be another sheep in the online world, following everything that's being sent to you online, reacting to the latest text or email or photo, and before you know it, life is passing you by, and you have all sorts of mental health issues. So I want you to really know that a critical quality of a good leader is being able to solve problems on the fly. And most of your problems are going to be technical. The second thing is that human skills in this class are really important too. The ability to interact with human beings, to talk to them, to talk to your employees, to talk to the people on your team, to be able to listen to people, to not, while somebody's talking to you, say to them, well, I'm kind of stressed right now. I need to look at my phone. If you have a disability, please let me know. I will always be on your side. If you can't concentrate on a basic human exchange and you're constantly going online to get your stimulation, you will not lead. You will follow. Make sense? So there's a lot I can walk you through this class about what to expect this semester in terms of marks, in terms of guests that you're going to meet, in terms of how the class is going to go. But let me just stop for a second. I can talk a lot, but I want to stop and make sure that you have time to absorb and think about it and even ask questions. And if you're not ready to do that, fair enough, okay? So while you're doing that, let me just see if anything is coming in online in our live chat. And for those of you online right now, the way we have it set up is you can jump on your microphone and speak. We will only hear you on the laptop here, not on the overhead speakers. We're just getting that troubleshot right now. And you can also put something in the live chat, but nobody here can see the live chat, but that's okay for the moment. Normally on a video wall, we would see all sorts of things coming and going from around the world, including the YouTube live stream, the live chat, and everybody joining us. But does anybody have anything they'd like to say right now online before I continue with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 students who are here in person? Please go ahead and put anything you like in the live chat, and we will take it up while Myrene is troubleshooting. And you can always jump on your microphone, and we will be able to hear you too, okay? All right, so let's see. If anybody's going to speak, we're going to want you to speak into this microphone so that the people online and elsewhere will hear you clearly, like an FM radio podcast. Not like, you know, sound coming from a distant mic in a boomy room, nice and intimate. You really get close, okay? So holding a microphone is also not a bad thing to do because it shows that you're using tech and you're not afraid to speak to the world. It's what leaders do. My job is to help you be a new good leader. There are a lot of bad leaders. So one of the things leaders do is they have courage. They speak. But if they can't, maybe they're still learning. Maybe they have difficulties with that. Fair enough, I will help you. So, anybody have anything you want to ask or say at this point? Anything you're wondering about in terms of relevance? Please go ahead and did I hear something here? What's that? Our YouTube camera broken. Okay, well, it's, day one. I could go again. Stop the class. Take a break. Let's get the tech fixed first. And everybody's waiting for the PowerPoint slide and the screen and the professor to connect things. Who cares? That's just cool technology. Okay. Back up. Now, here's the next. Just when you speak in it, just so everybody can hear you online, just hold it sort of and speak across it like this, not into it like that. Okay? And then we'll get used to it. Kind of like karaoke. Okay? Kind of like karaoke. If you're not talking into the microphone, you're talking kind of open and it doesn't break up. This is Becca speaking, everybody. Go ahead. Well, that's a very interesting question. What are you going to help us to do in our lives? How will you help us succeed in this course? Something like that. Can you help Lon explain to me why I'm here, why I've chosen this course? Or, as is often the case, how are we being graded? What are we going to be doing week to week? What are I talking about? So let's hear a question from you. Like you ask the question. Then we'll come over here. Okay. You may. And what I like is that you spend a bit of reflection. So I can answer the reflection part. I kind of put words into your mouth, but it gives me a chance to explain that all the assignments that you're going to do in this course are reflections. You're going to be writing about it. No quizzes, no exams. So another critical quality of a good leader is the ability to step back and think, be thoughtful, not reactive. And we happen to live in a culture today, a global world, with a level of technology that's embedded in our lives that makes us react all the time to the latest thing online. Again, you do that, you will be a follower. You step back and you think about things, you have a plan, you will be a leader. Okay. So let's keep I'll move on to the microphone, okay? And if you turn it off, you can just turn it here, okay, and then turn it on. Okay. So can you just give your name and we will very on. Okay, so what's your name? Ariel. Welcome, Ariel, to Global Leader. Now, ordinarily, if everything was set up in the way that we will be setting things up for the semester, there's a big smartboard over there. That smartboard. And we make notes on it. And that smartboard is connected to the video wall. So you would see what's on that smartboard up here. Okay? So we would be making notes together, collectively. And I might even sometimes say to the student, could you just go over to that board right now, Ariel, and just write down what you just said? And then Ariel would write down in big letters because I said, Ariel, please write that clearly for everybody. Everybody can see it. Here, online, from that camera, they see what's on the board. Everybody would see that. And the question you would be writing there would be, again, could you just give us that question? What is the most beneficial thing we will learn in this course? Lovely. We've got people moving around now. We've got a sense of a bit of a fake truth. That people are moving and ideas are starting to develop. That's how the classic works. Ariel, great. Everything. Ariel's question. What is she going to do? What is set up there? What is the most beneficial thing we're going to do in this? If we would look at this, and everybody out there, from wherever they are, would be looking at this, and we would hear them, and they're all looking, there they are, and we would answer it together. But if you didn't want to say anything, I'd answer it for you. I would teach you. I would give you the PowerPoint slides that you need from my mouth on the phone. I will teach you organically, which is from the conversation as we get going and we're learning together. It would not be, here comes the slide, here comes the bullet points. You know, this is what we need to learn, blah, blah. It would be a lot. And I would say, everybody, how should you answer that? You should be thinking about it. And I see something online. Well, Edward, what do you think is the answer to Ariel's question? And you would hear him, see him. And then finally, I would say something like this. Well, those are some pretty good ideas, guys. You're engaging, but you haven't given the answer that I can give you. You get it? How you were able to deal
something about the journey there.
Way to go. Do you have a job?
I don't have a job.
You don't have a job. Okay, so you don't have a part-time job. How old are you?
28.
28. Okay. Do you have any serious financial responsibilities that you have to manage?
I gotta pay my rent. I gotta pay my home bills.
And that's easy for you?
So much.
Okay,
They gotta
great.
live though, right?
Okay. Not too bad. I suspect if we drill down a little bit with RJ, I don't want to make him uncomfortable, we might find that he has some struggles around managing the complicated nature.
Especially when you don't have a job. So
Yeah, exactly.
it's even harder.
Let's try, okay? I'm going to ask RJ, and Ariel, could you give RJ the microphone? Okay. You good? Okay. RJ, today, when you came to this class, what were you expecting this class would be like?
When I walked into the class, I was a little bit confused with how it was set up because the used to stepping into a class and with tables and everybody sitting on the table.
Yes.
But
Yes.
as soon as I sat down and then I seen the UC period and I felt like the whole vibe in the room and I sat down and relaxed and I started listening.
But what's the vibe like right now? The vibe.
I feel like everyone's just sitting down
Listening.
and thinking about what's gonna come in this class.
Great. So here's another PowerPoint note for you about leadership skills. Just a little bit introduction. A good leader sets a mood. A good leader is like a director of a movie. And when the director arrives on the set, the director sets the mood. The director sets the vibe, creates the environment for people to thrive. So I'm hoping that the vibe, the moods, is feeling sort of nurturing, inspiring, interesting for you. But you don't have to say yes or no at this point. But one question I had: were you born here in Oshawa?
No, I was born in Toronto.
You're born in Toronto. Okay. Ariel, where were you born? Oh, you come from somewhere else. Huh. And you sort of come from somewhere else. Because Toronto is a city over there, and Oshawa's here, and isn't it sometimes kind of complicated, Ariel, thinking, am I Guyanese or am I Canadian? Do you ever think about that? Or are you Canadian, definitely, or do you feel Guyanese? Oh. Okay, let's keep going, okay? Let's keep going around and see how complicated and complex your day might be. And then we'll move on, okay? What's your name? Daniel. Welcome, Daniel, to the Global Classroom, to Global Leader. Daniel, would you say that your life is pretty simple? Pretty easy? Pretty straightforward? Or
I would say it might not be easy, but finding a way to get things done makes things more complicated. It might not be easy, but being able to face it and get through it and get things done, that what matters.
is it fair for me to say, Daniel, that you were not born here?
Oh,
Yeah. Huh. Where do you come from? You're from Nigeria. What was the first language that you spoke when you were born, growing up? Was it English?
now that's the new language, I.
So let me just identify, then we'll move on, okay? Does this sound simple? We got the Nigerian who spoke Benin. He's here in Canada now. He speaks English, and he's answering this question in English, and he's doing his best. But he's in different worlds, aren't you? You're kind of Nigerian, you're kind of Canadian.
Maybe you think in Benin, maybe you're trying to think in English. Isn't that complicated?
Not really complicated because I think from my own perspective that life may throw sort of stuff to you, but it's left for you to sort it out and get what you want.
Very good. I really appreciate you answering these questions so early on in the course, Daniel. Thank you. Okay, let's we'll do this once more and then we'll come back to all of you a little bit later. Are you starting to get a little bit of a sense of what I'm doing, which is I'm trying to help you to understand that your lives are more complex than you may realize. You have a lot of different things you have to worry about and think about, and that you are made up of many different parts, not just one thing only. And that can be confusing. It can be difficult. You have to learn how to deal with that. What's your name? Clarice?
Yeah, Clarice.
Clarice. Thank you, Clarice. And Clarice, would you say that today is a simple day for you?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you have anything to worry about?
In general, yes.
But in general, you do. And have you ever been in a position of leadership before where you were managing a group, a team, whether you were starting your own project or whether you were part of somebody else's project, you were given some responsibility where you are having to work with other people and lead them. Have you ever done that before? What was that? Oh,
I was hoping to help with my I was trying to design our brand image
ah,
for residents. The student residents.
so you have a job. Huh. And what's more important to you, being here in class or being at the job? Class. Do you ever find it's difficult to manage work and school? Okay. So let's stop for a second, and I'll just go online to make sure others are contributing as we get set up, and then I'm going to have Maureen and me tell you about something that's happening in this class this semester, and about some of the guests, and about a big exhibition that we are part of now that's happening in Japan next year called the World Expo, where we are going to be presenting the global classroom. There is a new classroom for humanity. I want to be able to show you that your professor is also leading too, is also putting skin in the game, as we say, so that anytime you come into this class, you feel that you're seeing and hearing and learning from a professor who is doing things. He's not just talking about them. He's a doer. Okay? Because that's what leaders do. They get things done. They make things happen. That is a guiding, golden, cardinal rule you're going to hear me say again and again this semester, as in spite of the difficulties, in spite of the complexity, in spite of the challenges, in spite of people telling you, no, don't do this, or can we do this another way? It's always going to come back to you, who will say, but we need to make this happen. And I'm not going to wait for mommy or daddy or my brother or my sister or my friend to do it. I'm going to make it happen. How do you do that? You need to learn some skills. And you need to meet people, a lot of people, who are going to help you to see through their examples of initiatives that they've begun, how you can get things done and succeed in a difficult world. Okay, so let me just stop for a second and see with Maureen, she's over here. She's troubleshooting. Elgin is still on this. Online, everybody, and I can sort of turn this, well, we'll just use our imaginations.
Because that's what students too, is they always have a vision. Just imagine that this video wall right now is filled with faces of people from elsewhere, okay? And let's see who we have. We have a little bit of technology to give me a little bit of power so I can see. We have Edward, we have Abraham, we have Darman, we have Hannah, we have Jose Miguel, we have Shauna, we have Ezian, is it Eziani? Did I pronounce that correctly? Eziani? Yes?
Yeah, it's Azani. Yeah.
Could you put that in the live chat and make sure, did Eziani, I pronounce your name correctly? Please say yes or no in the live chat. We at least, I know.
Pronouncing it correctly. Okay, well, we'll come back to that. Another tech we'll sort out.
Okay, maybe do you have a second to come and, are you good, come and join us, and then, I think we're gonna do, in about, 10 minutes, I mean, everyone understand, we'll do a speed sort of meeting together, to get you guys, really each other, because you can see how important that is. Oh, okay, here's the beginning. Lovely, okay, so we're starting to get there.
And that's great, thanks, Elgin. So you can see
Others are up here for now. Let's give them a microphone. So,
could you introduce yourself officially and explain to them what your role is and what we're doing with Expo, and then we're going to take some questions, and then we're going to do a little activity. Okay? Go ahead.
Hi everyone, good morning. My name is Maureen. I'm the global classroom coordinator here at Brown College. I was a student here 2018 to 2020 in the Fitness and Health Promotion program, so I'm on right now. I took forms on the short history of the war class when I was here as a student. These electives, so I really enjoyed that class. Definitely recommend it. So I work with Lauren to global classroom, and one of the projects we're kind of in the process of doing is designing a remote expo, which is happening next year. It runs for 6 months, so this will be from April 2025 to October, and we're hoping to present the global classroom as Ron said, a classroom for humanity, where Ron, kind of shares the story of humanity from the past, present, and future. And we put in a couple of applications. We're just waiting to hear from them now, so we're just in that kind of waiting stage. And hopefully, when we do, get the approval, we will we'll go from there and possibly involve students who want to be a part of that initiative and possibly present.
I'm going to speak for a moment, okay? Because a good leader is also ultimately a really good student. You're always learning. You could talk about many leaders. You think they know what you're talking about? Some people don't. They're always learning. What is Expo? What is this Expo?
So Lauren likes to explain it as the Olympics, or like a world fair of technology. I was lucky enough to be at the last Work Expo that happened in Dubai, Expo 2020. Because of COVID, it was pushed down to a year, so it was from 2021 to 22, and it ran from October to April. And while I was working there, we done a live expo exploration series from over there. So some of the pavilions I had a chance to cover was the Serbian pavilion and the women's pavilion. It was the first of its kind. at that expo, and I do have pictures and videos that I wanted to share from there, which I may do throughout the semester. Um, and essentially, before working there, before knowing about that expo, I did not know what it was. But the Eiffel Tower was unveiled at a World Expo. Hot dogs, popcorn, ice cream was all first served at a World Expo. So it's definitely a big event that I did not know was something that existed before I had a chance to volunteer slash work for in Dubai. And essentially, a lot of the technology that we will see in the future gets unveiled uh, at a World Expo. So Dubai had a lot to showcase. We had a coffee machine that worked without electricity, and there was like a bicycle that worked on like electricity. So it's different things that we got to see there, different robots, different technology, different initiatives. So we're hoping the one in Japan will be really amazing and interesting to see because we know that they're a big part of science and technology in terms of robotics. Um, and the pavilion at the World Expo, the last World Expo, was really nice. So it was kind of like a showcase of what to expect at their Expo
Thanks.
25. So it was amazing.
Fanny, you've been to Japan? And are you interested in the Asian world or what's happening over there, which is, a lot of humanity? China, Japan, Malaysia, Indonesia, India, the subcontinent. You got about 3 billion people right there, of 8 billion on the planet, all over in the east. We're in the west. And normally we have a map up here of the world and we would be talking about that. But anyways, we're hoping that we would take a group of students from here, it's called Classroom Abroad, to Japan to make a presentation there next year. So we'll be talking about that. Just curious, raise a hand if you don't know who Elon Musk is. If you don't know. Okay. Why do I ask that? Well, first, I'm not going to go on a rant about Elon Musk and his desire for attention. Okay? But I could. However, we know that Elon Musk is pretty brilliant. Technically. He has a company called Tesla that makes new, green, hybrid, clean vehicles. Everybody know what? Who is Tesla? Who is this Tesla? Anybody want to answer that? And that's leading back to the expo. Okay, so I'm taking a little detour. We're going on a creek now. I'm in a ravine, and then we're going to paddle back to the ocean. Okay, but we need to know something about the expo and how important it is for technology and engineering. Becca, who is this Tesla? Okay. But who is Tesla, a person or a thing? This name, Tesla. Let's see. It's a brand? Ooh, good. So we have a little bit of learning moment here I can do. I love these kinds of things. I can actually give you some information that you don't know. So a lot of you know things, and my challenge is to teach you things you don't know. Help you, okay? So I'm going to assume that nobody here knows who Nikola Tesla was or is in terms of his legacy in the world. Ooh. Okay. Well, let's just understand something. In the late 19th century, that's the 1800s, when the human race was beginning to enter the 20th century, which is the most incredible century in the history of all society on this planet. At that period in the 1890s, the 1880s, 1870s, so much invention was going on. Electricity,
for example, emerged as a new force for humanity. Electricity. The stuff that comes from lightning. That's electricity. Well, we humans figured out how to capture and create electricity for ourselves and store it and transmit it and give us power. And we discovered a thing called an electron that's in the nucleus of all atoms. Well, I could get going. I talk about this in Short History of the World. My point is, Nikola Tesla, this Croatian, Serbian, I can't remember where, had come to the United States. He was a brilliant inventor, already dreaming of how to get power from nature in ways that we never had before. Have any of you been to Niagara Falls? Okay, Niagara Falls. Do you know just near Niagara Falls? You go and look out at the falls, you see the mist, you see this natural wonder, and you turn your head, and there's a statue of Nikola Tesla right there at Niagara Falls. He's one of the great inventors in the world, in the story of humanity. And Elon Musk respects him deeply, and that's why he named his company Tesla. Well, Nikola Tesla figured out how you can take the water, the power of the water rushing in Niagara Falls, capture the energy, the velocity from that water, and then create electricity from that and send it all around New York and Canada. And he even said then at the World's Fair, which was the first name of the World Expo, it was the showcase of new technology and engineering for humanity. That's where we're going to be. And he said, I think we can be transmitting this stuff without any cables, without any wires. And we are today. That's why Elon Musk named Tesla Tesla, because of Nikola Tesla. Such leaders. People who really are unafraid to go where others haven't and even do something for humanity that's not going to destroy our lives, but it's going to make it better. Wouldn't that be great if one of you here, or two or three, cared enough about the world that you wanted to do something that's going to improve things instead of just waiting for people to tell you what to do and complaining about all the bad leaders and all the bad parents and all the bad things that are happening to you, but instead you said, wait a minute, I can change things. I'm smart. I'm tough. I will learn anything. I will go anywhere because I care more than the next person. That is a leader. That's what Nikola Tesla did. So Expo is this place where people come from all over the world to display new things, new technologies, new ideas, and every country has a pavilion there. That's where we hope to be. Okay? So I think it's time that we get some kind of movement here. But Maureen, is there anything you'd like to say to anybody before we move? Elgin is doing some great troubleshooting. He's our tech wizard in this whole center for our $500,000 video wall, and you're starting to get a sense of it coming alive. That's what people see on YouTube, and that's what people see elsewhere, is that view from that camera. Okay, so that's what it's happening slowly. Anything? No? Nothing? Okay, then now we have a chance for you to meet each other. Let me just count something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, we have the odd one. We need an even number, but that's okay. Here's what I'd like all of you to do is we'll take this step by step. And we might have to hold Clarice's hand to do this, just to stand up. Stand. Rise. Oh, wait a minute. Come in here, please. Yes, come on here. Come, would you stand in front of the couches? Okay, just first thing. Please stand. Okay, yeah, good. Could you come over here? Yeah, and stand here. Now, I would like half of this group to stand facing this way. So we'll say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Becca, all the way, and you are going to give some much needed other gender presence because there's too many males here. And we need the woman. Okay, so 6. Could you stand in this line facing that way? Okay, all 6 of you. Okay, so go in a line. Yep, just stand. So go all the way there. Nice. Okay, good. Okay, now let's do this. The rest of you, Ariel, could you come around and stand in front of Becca? Okay, and RJ, could you stand in front of Sunny? Hi, Sunny. Okay, and Daniel, could you stand in front of Maurice? Noris. Okay, good. Is Noris? Good. Tell me. Ronis. Wow, I love this. So global here. So complex. How many countries do you think we have represented right here? How many languages? Talk about complex. Okay, Carice, could you stand in front of Nico, please? Okay, and then finally, what's your name? Oh, I love Kellyanne. Lovely. Welcome, Kellyanne. Could you stand in front of this gentleman? We'll get his name. Your name is Yuhal? Okay, I'll get that straight later. And then watch what we do. It's okay. Nothing's going to be destroyed. We're not going to break anything. We're going to be creative. We're not afraid to do things differently in the moment. Are we? That's what leaders do. They do it first, and others sort of. So it's okay to do that. Okay, can you come over here? Yeah. Great. Okay, and then finally, Maureen, would you do me and would you help and be his part? Okay. So I would like you to squeeze a little bit more towards this way, and Maureen to come in there. And what's your name? Ryan. Ryan, please, could you stand in front of Maureen? Great. Okay. So we're just about ready. I will get to the online group in a second. Now, what I'd like you to do when I say go is I'd like this side to tell the other side a little bit about yourself, your name, and what you would like this class to do for you this semester. Like, really, what do you hope to achieve in this class? So it's kind of like what Becca said at the beginning, but now we're going to get it from everybody, okay? And then after about a couple of minutes, I'd like the other person to say the same thing. Ron, you'll be listening to Maureen, and then you tell Maureen, and then I'm going to go switch. And then the line is going to move. You don't have to, well, you will move all down to the left. So you're going to step, you will step around this way. You will see, it sounds a little confusing now, but when you switch, you're going to be in front of a new person, and you're going to do the same thing all over again. And you're going to meet some of your classmates, and we're going to learn more about what you want to do, and then we're going to take this up together in about 20 minutes. Is that clear? Okay, so on your marks, get set, go. Okay, now for the online group. We're getting things. Let me just check and see. First, hi, Jose Miguel. It's Lon at the podium. Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, I can hear you.
Great, okay. We're still having some audio difficulty. So Jose Miguel, could you please put in the live chat, yes or no? Did you hear me clearly? Great. Oh, no, that says Yanni. So Jose Miguel, go ahead and just answer my question. Can you hear me? Great. And Jose Miguel, can you see me with my hand up right now at the podium? Yes or no? Good. Okay, good. Shauna, thank you. So we're really able, excellent. Okay, so here's what I'd like all of you to do while everyone here is doing the activity is we're not going to do breakout groups today, okay? But what I'd like each of you to do individually, and that would be Dharma, Hannah, Jose Miguel, Sayang, is it? Is that how you pronounce it? Sayang?
Yes.
Yeah.
Siang.
Sayang? Okay. I would like you to write, each of you in the live chat, I would like all of you to reflect for a few minutes. Thanks, Sayang. Got it. I'd like you all to reflect for a few minutes on your own. What do you want to achieve in this course? Okay? What would you like to achieve? And then I want you to write that as best you can in the live chat. And I'm going to give you all about 15 minutes to do that. I want you to think hard about what you're expecting to achieve in this class and then write it in the live chat. Darman, is that clear? You can write it in the live chat. Planet DK. Darman, are you there? Yeah, great. Okay, guys, so go ahead. And if you have any questions for me, just enter it in the live chat and I will come back in a moment and check. Okay, so please start. Please switch. So move to your left, okay? So you will come around. So come around the circle. That's right. Move to your left, okay? And move to your left. Come around. So everybody take a step to the left. That's it. And bless you online, wherever that sneeze came from somewhere in the cosmos. Start again. You've met a new person. Way to go. Okay, it should be somebody's missing here. Ariel, we have an even number, so we're missing here. Nico, are you with RJ? So just a second, let's make sure. You should come around, so you should be speaking to Kellyanne, and you should be speaking to Caris. You should be speaking to Daniel. Nico should be speaking to RJ, and you should be speaking to Ariel. That's good enough. It makes sense. Go ahead. Okay. All right. Excellent. Okay, so everybody online, just give thought. And I will write the directions for all of you online in the live chat. So for all of you online right now, please give some thought to what you are expecting to achieve in the course this semester. After you have given it that brilliant thought, please write out here in the live chat what you are expecting. Write as well as you can in clear sentences. There you go. So there are your orders, guys. You have 15 minutes to complete the task. Okay, go for it. And let's see. Well, I'm not going to put a little emoji here, but since I like this, I'll do that for now. Okay. So let's see some intelligent. Absolutely. Let's, for sure, Abraham. Good. Good, Cyan. I'd like to learn about global leaders, how things change in the world, and how we should learn difference. Excellent. I believe it is essential how we learn to accept new ideas and people. Very good, Cyan. Cyan, were you born in Canada?
No, I'm from
Curious.
China.
Or are you from somewhere else?
I'm from China. Can you hear me?
Go ahead and, well, I can't hear you properly. Could you, we're going to have to do this in the live chat. So, Cyan, where are you from? You're from China. Excellent. Your English is good. I look forward to your thoughts. Cyan, do you think that we can learn about leadership from Chinese leaders today? What do you think? Think about that. Yes. Yes, you can, okay? But normally go before the class, okay? So you're going to be alone. You just have to sit and reflect a little bit, okay? And you can join, you can reflect. After you reflect, come and attach yourself to Carice for the moment, okay? And you will move as one until she returns, okay? But you can, for now, you can just reflect a little bit. And then in about 5 minutes, if she's late, you'll have to join Carice, okay? That's it. It's the best we can do. Okay. Yeah. So, Siang, think about this. This is a global leadership class, and we're going to be learning about leadership skills from different parts of the world as well. So, you as a Chinese person may be able to help us understand the Chinese perspective too. Do you think that we can learn something? Yeah, good. Thanks, Siang. Okay, so Abraham, what's your simple? Well, you don't have to write it yet. You can just think about it, okay? I will check back with all of you soon, okay? Please switch. Walk to your left. One, you know the drill. Come around. That's it, Carice. Let's see what happens. And then you got to move, and you should be in front of a new person. Are you? Okay, well, if it's chaotic but still okay, I'm fine with that. But in theory, you should be meeting a new person every time. Are you? Yes? Go for it. New person. Speak. Yes. Okay. Good, Darman. Darman, are you from another country? Nice as a Yanni. Good detail. You were born in the UK. Okay. Excellent. Is there a part of the world, Darman, that you could bring to us with new leadership skills from somewhere not here in Canada? Do you feel comfortable talking about leaders in the United Kingdom, or is there somewhere else that you are connected to in our global world where you think we could learn some different leadership skills? Or is it the UK? Please answer that. Okay, good. Okay, so just give that some thought, Darman. You don't have to answer that now, but I like what you've written. And Asiani too, some good detail there. I see as well. Sayang, Abraham is still working on his simple explanation. And Hannah, Jose Miguel, Shauna, Edward, and I think that's it. They're all thinking, and that's good. Okay? But I want to see a posting in the live chat from every single one of you. So Eziani is good. You can take a deep breath right now. Darman too, and the others, but we'll wait and see what's happening there. Okay? Good. I'll make sure that I save the live chat so this will become a resource and we can review this in other classes. So everything that you're writing in the live chat, everyone, is actually important and will be used as part of our learning through the semester. So take your time, think about the meaning of this class, and I'm hoping that you're going to achieve in this class what you're expecting. Okay? But I need to know what you're expecting. Okay. Now, very good. We're seeing everybody here now. And I just might bring a map of the world in a moment. So what I will do is exit full screen for the moment. Okay. And I'm going to bring the old map in. Okay. Let's see. Jose Miguel, are you thinking? Good, Shauna. Just want to make sure you're with us. I would like to learn more about all global leaders, as well as how to develop the skills I need to become effective. I'm looking forward to learning from each other. Absolutely. Shauna, is there a particular leader somewhere, anywhere on this planet that you would like more to learn from this person who you think is a good role model or example for us? Is there anybody in particular? Please write the name of that person. I like positive role models. Okay, switch, please. Keep moving, keep listening, and keep explaining. And I'm talking to the online group. Yes. Great. Yeah. Many countries, religion, but yeah, good, Jose Miguel. Should I call you Jose or Jose Miguel or Jose Miguel Medrano Fuentes? Un nombre largo, muy bonito. Gracias, Jose Miguel. I like Spanish. Jose, is it okay to just say Jose? ¿Qué país? José, ¿qué país viene? En el mundo español. Ah, soy de México. Muy bien. Gracias. Yo puedo decir siempre José es bastante. José es bastante. I hope that's correct, what I've said. Okay, so we have Mexico represented. Good. Okay, keep going. We're about to take up this activity. Good. Jose, I like Jose or Miguel. Okay, I'll say Jose for now. It's the first one, but Jose, thank you. So we have Jose has put a posting, so has Cyan. Okay, Shauna, think about that. Okay, it's important that you have some positive role models of leaders, and I can provide them for you. For example, Shauna, one interesting positive female role model, female, I'm saying right now. I might be showing some gender bias. Excuse me if I am. I'm assuming you're a female. Shauna. Is that correct? I can't see you. So Shauna, yes, okay. Who is running against Donald Trump for the president of the United States right now? Do you know who that person is? Thank you, Abraham. What's her name? Good. Well, Siang's answered it. Okay. Kamala Harris. Shauna, is Kamala Harris potentially a good role model? I don't know. But the United States, as you're going to learn in this class, when we do a big class on democracy, is about to have a historic election on November the 5th, in which they may have their first female president in history. Get ready. All right. Do we have everybody in the online group? Hannah, do we see anything from you yet? I'm not sure. Oh, you have a question? Okay, go ahead. Sure. I can see your hand, your digital hand. Could you, because of our audio difficulties today, could you write your question or in the live chat? Hannah, please go ahead. Good. Final switch. The final one, then please return to your seats after this one. One more time. Here we go. The last one. Yes. Okay. And then we're going to take this up. Go ahead. Good, Hannah. I would like to further develop my abilities for cross-cultural leadership and global. Yeah. I guarantee you, Hannah, you will. That's what you signed up for. Hannah, do you have any particular questions? Like one burning question about this course? Or do you feel so far in this technically sort of troubleshot class we've had today, it hasn't been perfect by any means, but do you feel like you're understanding what this course is going to be, or do you feel confused? Go ahead and answer that in the live chat if you have it. Good, Hannah. Okay, so excellent, everybody. I think that you've all put your responses into the live chat. Way to go. In a moment, everybody here in person is going to return to the seat and we're going to take this up together, okay? So just hold on. In about 3 or 4 minutes, we're going to take this up together as a class. Oh, I see what the issue is. Hannah, you still have your digital hand up. Does that mean you have another question, or it may be you just haven't turned off your hand? So I'm not sure. But if you do have a question, go ahead. Yeah, yeah, I thought that was the case. You just hadn't turned it off. Okay, good. So we're going to take everything up momentarily. All right.
It's a little hard, but it's not too bad. I like it. What do you plan on doing after? Yeah. Yeah. And do you want to go stay here, or you want to go? Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I'm not sure. I'm waiting to a little bit more schooling. Maybe get like a master's or something. Maybe go to like a therapy setting. Yeah, stay here. I might do something with therapy. I'm not too sure yet.
Great. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. So what I'm going to do for all of you online, just be aware that I will, normally what I do is I would have each of you read out loud to the class what's in the live chat, and we would hear you over the speaker here, but I don't think we have that connected. I will try. If not, I will read out loud to everybody what you've written, okay? But we want to do a proper take-up, and that's the way to do it, at any rate. We'll see how things go. Okay, we're done. Please return to your seats and get ready for our main event, which is the take-up, the big take-up, and then we will be done, okay? So way to go. Return to your seats. Excellent. And I just wanted to make clear also something that I blew through the break at 11 o'clock. In theory, you're supposed to have a break, but is it okay if through the whole semester we end the class 15 minutes early, but there's no break at 11? Like, I think that works. Jen, are you okay with that? So we're going to end the class in about 10 minutes or so. And that's going to be the standard format through the semester. Thanks, Mary. Come, yeah, well, and because I do tend to think that a good class is like going down to the beach to surf. You get on the wave, stay on that wave, but once you come back to the beach, you know, and then you go back out again, and it just it takes some gas out of the class if we stop and then start again. So 11:10 or 10:10 every week, we go down to the beach, we get on the wave, we surf all the way to 11:45, and then you're gone. Okay, good, and you're like get right into it. Way to go. Okay, so you met some people, and you are going to be learning probably more from each other than from me and Maureen through this semester and all the guests that we have for you coming. We just haven't had a chance to talk about them, but you're going to meet some really interesting people. That is for sure. But we need to take some things up right now, okay? And so what I'd like to do is start with our inner circle, telling us what you discussed. Then I'm going to go to the online live chat, and normally what you would see up on the video wall is there are actually 3 panels here. So you're seeing one panel repeated twice, but normally you would see different streams of content going. The notes are up there. You might see a video there, thing over here. You might have gone around to the screens here and worked around them as pods. So there's a lot more we could have done. But for now, because of the tech today, we've only got this duplicated 3 times across the panel. But I want to read, or at least if we can, have some of the students online read out loud what they wrote in the live chat about their expectations. But we'll see if the speakers are working properly. We'll get to that. But first, who's ready here to tell us, maybe summarize a little bit, and the best they can, what they were told by some of the others? This is a really difficult leadership skill. Imagine if you're the boss. You're sitting in your desk or you're somewhere and you've had 20 people just come to you. And they've told you 20 different things in the span of 20 minutes. And you didn't have a chance to take notes. You couldn't go to autopilot or co-pilot and say, what did they just tell me? Nope, no machine, just your brain. The most magnificent, evolved instrument that has ever come to planet Earth, the human brain. Okay, so who's ready to kind of sort of summarize to the best they can what they were told? Not what you said, what you heard. Because a leader is a really good listener. He or she can communicate, but ultimately, they can listen. And this is not easy. Most of us like to talk about ourselves. Okay, we'll go to Daniel, then we'll go to Nico, okay? Daniel, Give it a shot. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Make your own space better. And if we had the notes going, we might have Maureen going, Daniel, quote, make space better, 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 better. We might write better, better. And then if Maureen might have said, why don't you get Daniel to come over here and write this? Because my hand is tired from writing so much. But there's no smartboard yet today. And you'd see that up there, okay? And then that would all be saved as a PDF. And that becomes a resource for you. It's all posted on DC Connect. And all of this live chat is not just stuff that comes and goes, that gets saved, put on DC Connect, and becomes the material that you study for your reflections. Not the PowerPoints, that's old. This is live, new, freshly baked bread out of the oven, not stale. Current, right now. Make sense? That's real knowledge right there from everybody. Okay, thanks, Daniel. Yeah, and thank you for speaking the way you are. By the way, can everybody hear Daniel clearly? Edward, could you just say yes or no? Did you hear Daniel clearly? Go ahead in the live chat. I want to make sure because what he has to say is very important. Oh, no, you're not hearing online. Okay, just a second. No. Uh-huh. Hold on. Okay. We may have an issue with that. It could be a microphone. Well, let's try again. Is that working?
Can you hear me? Does this work?
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
this one works.
Could you now do something I hate to ask, but let's rewind and Daniel, could you say it again, please, for everybody? Go ahead.
Yeah, I should said earlier. I said most of the people I met with, they're from different programs and different backgrounds, but we are all here, to get to learn more about leadership and being able to make our space much more better wherever we find ourselves. Yeah,
How many people did you speak to, Daniel?
about 4 persons.
Hmm. What were their names?
Okay, I meant
What's I say? What were the names?
what's his name?
It's
Yeah,
okay.
Your
Yeah, yeah,
then
yeah.
K.
Yeah. Kellyanne?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then, I think I also met
Good, but I don't want to make you squirm too much, but that's not easy. Okay, but thank you, Daniel. Let's give Nico a chance and then we're going to wrap things up. Okay, we're getting close to the end of the class. Not everybody will get a chance to speak right now, but that's okay. At least you're engaged. And I also have to explain to you how the attendance is going to work. So I need you to actually send me an email in a moment, okay? But to confirm your attendance. But Nico, let's take the microphone from Daniel and thanks. Make sure it's working. Okay, go for it. Okay.
So I learned that a lot of people that are not from here.
Over. Remember? Yeah, because otherwise it breaks up. Good.
I learned that a lot of people are not from here, and a lot of people got in this for leadership reasons, like they want to improve their leadership.
Yeah.
I learned that one person I talked to is a very similar course to me.
Yep. What was his name or her name?
It's Becca.
It was Becca?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. Uh-huh. Anything else?
some people took this just to fill in their gen ed.
Yes, that's an honest answer, but I hope that I can sort of inspire you enough to think that this is more than just a gen ed, that this is going to be meaningful for you. That's my job, really meaningful. Nico, why don't you give us some final words, since I know you a little bit, and do something that I'm going to ask all of you to do at times is come up. Could you come up and stand here and let's see you really lead, okay? Yeah, no high chair yet. It got taken, okay? Could you please stand over there and right there? Nope, beside here. You got to, not the podium. That's, you got to see, there's Nico. Nice. Nico, everybody seems to be saying that they want to improve their leadership or be better at that. Could you tell everybody what you think a good leader is? What is like a good global leader? Now, I am purposely putting him on the spot. I'm purposely making him think on his feet. Go for it.
I'd say someone that believes in themselves, for starters. Because if you have like more confidence in yourself that you're gonna like be a leader, then like I feel like the people around you would be more confident to have you as a leader. If that makes sense.
It does. But now I'm going to make him squirm a little bit because he has to handle the pressure. God, it sounds like it's so much about yourself. Who cares about you? Okay, no, I'm pushing you a little bit, okay? We want a leader who just cares about himself? As Chris Rock said, a great comedian once, everybody today is addicted to attention. So is there something about a leader that's not about yourself?
Thinking about other people.
And what do you want to, what would a good leader do with other people? What's that? Bring them up. Not bring them down. That's lovely, RJ. Would you agree with that?
I was gonna say that.
You took the words. Yeah, exactly. I would say that too, Nico. If I could, you took the words out of my mouth, RJ. I think we should end the class right there. We're going to lift up. You're going to lift up. And you're going to learn how to lift up. That's not an easy thing to do. But I'm going to help you do that. Okay? And for all of you online, I'm going to save the live chat and we will review this next week. Not to worry. We probably are going to have our first guest next week. I can't remember who's coming. Is it Madison or Aftab? Aftab from Dhaka in Bangladesh. What a remarkable young man he is, and what they're dealing with in Bangladesh right now with their democratic movement. You know, they just had basically a revolution there over the summer. A lot of people got killed, and they have a new prime minister. You're going to hear a lot about democracy and freedom this semester. You have to know about that. And you're certainly going to hear a lot about the American election that's coming. Every leader has to know about the American election that's coming. It's huge. Anyways, thank you all. And finally, all of you online and here, I'm going to write in the live chat my email, okay? lon.appleby@durhamcollege.ca. Could all of you, between now and next week, but I would advise you to just do it right now and get it out of the way, email to me one question that you want answered this semester. One question. And underneath that question, please write out your name in full. What I will do is I will cross reference that with my spreadsheet so I know that you have attended the class. You will receive 1.5% or 1%, I think, today for attendance. I will have some good content. So, lon.appleby@durhamcollege.ca. Darman, Abraham, Edward, all of you, please send an email to that address right now. One question, that's all. Please write your full name underneath it. I will not be able to know who you are just from your email address. And you will then not get the attendance marks. Okay? This is going to be our routine. This is how I will know you've come. 20% of your mark this semester, your overall grade, is being here or being live online as well. So you want those marks. You want those, okay? Everybody good? Clear? lon.appleby@durhamcollege.ca. I've written it there. Oh, Shauna. Lovely idea. A good role model. Nadia Lopez, a young principal, started her middle grade public school in one of America's poorest communities. Ooh. Shauna, you just might have the good topic for your first reflection right there. Shauna, please email to me. Do you understand what I'm asking you to do? Shauna, for the end of the class? You clear? Because I'm going to end the class momentarily. I'm going to shut down everything. I'm going to save the live chat, and I'm going to say goodbye. The email is not working. Okay, it should. Yes, it can, Abraham. Did you, Edward, lon.appleby@Durham College? Is anybody having any trouble? Okay. Edward, keep trying. If it doesn't work, please remind me next class, okay? But it should work. Okay, you've got it? Excellent. Okay, everybody, online, you're done. You can go. I hope to see your faces one day, but I'm not going to push you to come off your distant planet, planet Abraham, planet DK, or planet HS, and show us your lovely faces, because I know when people come online, they hate turning their camera on. Everybody's tired of that. I get it. I hope to see you in person in this great inner circle, but we're done. If you've sent your question, you're good? Paris? Thank you all. I'll see you here next week. 10 a.m., 10:10 we blast off. You're going to meet a remarkable young man from Dhaka in Bangladesh. And we'll get going. Yep. If you can't be here, we will work something out. This whole idea of the attendance mark is a bit of work in progress this semester. So do not worry. If for some reason you can't make it, I will help you. Have a great week, everybody. See you next week, okay? Thank you. See you, Becca. Bye-bye. Okay, so now I'm going to save the live chat. Okay. See you, Daniel. Yes, one question is right. Thank you. All good? Gentlemen? Good. Okay. So let's see if I can save this, and that will be a real victory. Oh, look at that. Yeah. There it is. There's the live chat. So let's save it. But I think if I just do it here, okay, so the live chat. And then for here, I'm going to end the live stream. Oh, I think it ended a while ago. Okay. I don't know what happened. We've got the video conference. Okay, everybody. See you next week.